There's two kinds of happiness, and I would reckon they connect to the light and dark triad. There's obviously more than two types of happiness, but hedonic and eudaimonic happiness are decent at describing two major feelings. Hedonic happiness are delightful bursts of joy that are short-lived through seeking pleasure. But the hedonic treadmill explains we get used to the baseline of pleasure, and once achieved, like a bigger house or a nicer car, we end up wanting more. Today's pleasure doesn't equal the pleasure of tomorrow. Hedonism, achievement, and power are all universal characteristics of the dark triad. In our current culture, those with high levels of narcissism tend to be more successful in leadership positions. Those with Machiavellianism and psychopathy are often less likely to experience anxiety, guilt, and depression. The dark triad traits lead to more risk-taking and more adventures. On the other hand, eudaimonic happiness comes from a sense of fulfillment, meaning, virtue, connection, service, and a sense of purpose. Think of people like Gandhi, Mother Teresa, and Nelson Mandela. They all have intellectual curiosity. They're attached to others. Their tolerance towards others is high. They have a low need to exert power over others. They all have humility, and they're all pretty agreeable. But the light triad is not associated with assertiveness, achievement, and self-enhancement. The light triad is also uncorrelated with levels of bravery. These two categories of happiness are much like finite and infinite games, where finite games of instant, hedonic, dark triad happiness, and infinite games of long-lasting, community-built, compassionate, eudaimonic, light triad happiness are at odds with each other. So do we want instant and fleeting happiness, or do we want long-lasting happiness with initial struggle? To be a well-rounded society, we need a healthy mix of both connection and independence. Much like everything in life, fence-sitting and nuance is the key to all three doors.